capturing, communicating, and tracking strategy over time is hard enough. Then when you have to go and try to attach and understand the impact of initiatives against that strategy, that adds another dimension of complexity. With both of these things in mind, I'm going to walk you through a quick demo. What you're looking at here is an analytics strategy blueprint. We have multiple blueprints that you can start from and customize. And if I go to our assessment, I have an at-a-glance view of the categories that make up our analytics strategy. Within these categories, we have individual modules. So if I jump into data architecture, for example, I can see that we have a way to use quantitative data to understand the existence of data architecture and design, for example, and then the maturity of our execution. These are two important dimensions, the third being impact, which we've suppressed here. But as you mature over time, and as you implement and deploy technology and integrate that with your business strategy, this assessment tracker will not only help you connect initiatives, but will also help you communicate how you're maturing in deployment of your strategy. Let's say, for example, our execution bumped up this quarter, and the execution of our scalability planning is now at a 3. You can see that the shape has changed here. If we jump into scalability and planning, you can see that under our documentation, I just had we need to do better. We are doing better. I'm going to save this without any additional notes. I'm going to have a lot of documentation related to scalability. The intent of this assessment is to capture the baseline documentation. Think of it as a README for your strategy that would ultimately link to whatever knowledge management or asset management related to scalability so that you have version control. Now, let's say that the quarter's up and we need to communicate where we at with our analytics strategy, which is something I would do. What we can do with this tool is we can actually publish all of the updates and we can post this to GitHub. So that way, as we're evolving, we're growing, we're maturing our strategy, and we're building all of the knowledge assets to explain how we're executing against that strategy, all of this information, all of this metadata is going into our source control. So that way, as we wire up and we start using intelligent agents, AI, it has access and context to not only to what we're doing, but why we're doing it. So if I go into GitHub and I do a quick refresh, we can see all of the changes that may have occurred that we've committed. From a systems perspective, that means we can actually interpret and understand how our strategy is evolving. And then we also have context in the form of documentations as Markdown that explains at a base level what the module is, what we're doing, how we're doing it, and more, just as important, where to now go look for more context. Now, in DataTools Pro, in addition to the strategy blueprints, we also have a concept of initiative tracking. So this could be something you import as epics. You can just bring in an Excel sheet with all of the initiatives that you have going on with your organization, whether it be AI, whether it be knowledge management, governance, you name it. What this allows you to do is to link initiatives to your strategy, and it also allows you to go in and define quantitative measures so that the impact it has, either in cost avoidance or in revenue generation, and you're also rating the degree of pain or to quantify the actual challenge that this creates for you organizationally, and then obviously where it fits. And so as you track these initiatives over time, this becomes yet another dimension to understand the impact of what you're doing and how that ties back to strategy. So there's a whole host of other tools and administrative functions around metadata management, taxonomies, and so on built into this assessment tool. We're working with partners. We've built the analytics strategy framework, but we're working with other partners with domain expertise and industry expertise so that we can roll out blueprints for our customers and our users to adopt. And certainly through partnerships, we've set up the strategy assessment so it's embeddable and publishable to drive mass adoption. If you'd like to get access and start using this, feel free to sign up, and we can't wait to see what you build.